Hi everybody, Graham here with the latest updates on We Share Abundance, our amazing soap program, Success on a Plate. All you've got to do is give away free coupons to make money. Huge residual income available. All you've got to be is consistent. Don't want to give coupons away? We'll give them away for you in our cash cow program and build you that residual income. We also have free gifts that we give you every day, building a substantial asset base for you, not just for your future, but for the future of many generations to come. And we have multiple income streams that are paying our members on a daily basis. So there's a lot going on, but we are streaming live, I hope, on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance publicly. The downside is that I don't see comments from YouTube and Twitch, or very rarely. So if you're not in the Facebook group and you're writing comments, I apologize. I probably won't see them and so won't be able to answer any questions. But whichever platform you're watching from, you are equally welcome. Whether you're a member, non-member, guest, visitor, whatever, you are equally welcome. No matter what continent you're from, no matter what country, no matter what your background, your financial status, your creed, whatever else, you are very welcome. So big welcome to everybody to We Share Abundance, our cloud nation. We are the United States of the world. With that said, let's head over to Facebook and make sure that I am, in fact, not just talking to myself. And if I can find the right tab, here we go. And then if I go to look for We Share Abundance publicly group, and hopefully I'll scroll down and see the 5th of June, which I found. And that is, of course, today, Sunday, the 5th of June. And we have comments as well. And we've got Paula Anderson at the top of the comments list from Holland. That's amazing because it's very unusual to have anybody there but Russ Cowley. But he is right up there as well in second place. So Paula from Holland, Russ Cowley from the UK, Newcastle in the UK, followed by Peter from Kettering, UK. And we have Richard from Devon in the UK. And Russ is letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. So I just clicked on something and I don't know how it got there, but anyway, I've got a yeah there. So, right. There is, of course, a little bit of time that we always give people to come in, and we'll allow a couple of minutes more. Today, there has been a really big event in the sporting world for members of the UK anyway, and of course that is that the England cricket team won the test match. Wow. Not just any test match, but a test match against New Zealand in a game, a match at Lord's, which in all honesty both teams tried their best to lose, and eventually Joe Root decided England should win. Joe Root, of course, is our star batsman, probably the only consistent batsman we've got actually out of the many that have been tried. And he, in guiding England to victory, also hit another century, and it took him over 10,000 runs, and he is the fastest Englishman to reach that, shared with Alistair Cook, who in fact is the only other Englishman to reach 10,000 runs. And surprisingly, they both reached it at exactly the same age to the day. So, so he's the youngest, tied with Alistair Cook to reach 10,000 runs. There've only been 14 people in the history of Test cricket to have reached 10,000 runs or more, so it's quite an achievement. I believe he is the fastest to have done it. He's done it in less days from his first Test match to actually getting 10,000 runs. But I'm not sure of that. Okay. So the sporting world has been good to England today. There's also a minor thing been going on. Wales have been playing Ukraine in the Football World Cup qualifiers, or whatever it's called. And the winner was to go through into the World Cup. And heartbreakingly for Ukraine, Wales won 1-0. But lots of joy in Wales about that, I'm sure. It's a long time since they were last in a World Cup. I think it was 1958 when they were last in a World Cup. So congratulations to Wales, commiseration to Ukraine, especially as it would have been a bit of a boost for them at home, everything that's going on there. Okay, we also have Thobsa, who's come in from South Africa, Bazina from Edinburgh. And with that, let's get started with a short prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and through that love each member finds the joy of service. And through service, bless each member, that they attract into their life true happiness and everything they need. Amen. And I did say we are the United States of the world, and we invite everybody to join us, and we accept everybody. All we ask is that you maintain a positive outlook on life. Always think about helping your fellow man, sharing love and abundance. And you will be very welcome here. There is always turmoil going on in the world. Obviously, Ukraine is at the center of all the news that we see at the moment, but there's always turmoil going on in all countries, and it's caused by people that have grown up with having learned that through their environment, through their upbringing, through their nationality, through things that affect them, because they're not born this way, but they develop this sense of difference, and that causes disputes. And you tie that along with greed and unhappiness, and it's the root of all trouble within this beautiful world that we've been provided with. And so we have a little affirmation that we may change ourselves to be better people. We can only change ourselves. We can't change other people unless by example. And so we have a little affirmation. We are happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmonies, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, because if we can free ourselves from those divisive inharmonies, then we can recognize that we are all one family, and be happy living together. There is plenty to go round. There is no need for people to accumulate the huge sums that they do, while others are struggling. So we're trying to bring a bit of balance back into the world. Right. With that said, where are we? What are the updates? Not a lot, because it's a Sunday. There's no development going on. Most of my day has been sorting out how I'm going to run the Investors Club, because I started it just to help members get involved in opportunities that may be risky. I mean, all opportunities are risky. Any business is risky. But on the internet, there tend to be more risky businesses than stable businesses. So how can we get involved in those and benefit from them, or maximize the benefits from them, and also minimize the risks? And we started the Investors Club to do that. A lot of opportunities require high investments. Through the Investors Club, we can all piggyback on one account and get involved and take our chances with affordable limits. Investors Club shares for any program are just $12. In fact, they cost you $12.55, because we are charged 55 cents for collecting the fees, whether that be a debit card, a credit card, or a cryptocurrency, converting that into whatever it is we need for particular opportunities. Excuse me. So that is what the Investors Club's about, but it requires a little bit of planning in how we can allow people to know where they are, what benefits they're getting from the programs that they choose to join. You don't have to join them all, but it perhaps is advisable to join them all, because multiple income streams are what we're aiming for. And the programs that we do join are all in our multiple income streams, which is in the in your dashboard, in your We Share Abundance back office. That's a free downline builder for these programs. And we give you the opportunity to join any of the programs that you like. We've got 3 at the moment and a bit. We have Bonanza, which is a very solid hedge fund, but to get in that on your own is $500. It doesn't pay as much as a lot of the things that are out there being touted. I mean, you can see things that tell you they're going to pay you 10% a day. That is highly unlikely to last for very long, but you never know. But the Bonanza Fund is very solid, built on solid grounds. It has brick and mortar offices in a couple of cities in the United States, in prestigious locations, and a lot of experience behind it. But it's $500. You can get involved with us for $12. And if you like it, you can put in another $12 and another, until you have enough built up to get that $500 and go it alone. There is another program which is also very solid, but it's built in a different way. Pays about the same as Bonanza, but it doesn't have any brick and mortar offices and things because of the way that that one's set up. But that is called Funds. You can get involved in that for $10, but it's not advisable. You can get involved in it for $110, which will pay you $10 monthly fee automatically. but that's not advisable either. You're looking really at sort of $210 or maybe 330. No, 330 is not really. 530. Those are your best two options, 210 or 530. So that, once again, to get involved at those levels is out of the reach of some people. Once again, you can get involved for $12 and benefit from the program and build it up. And when you have sufficient, then once again, you can open your own account and go it alone. The thing about piggybacking on our account is if you are looking to recruit people, you can't do it piggybacking on our account because obviously you don't have your own account that you're bringing people into. So that's the downside, but the upside is you've minimized your risk and you've maximized your potential benefits. I mentioned we have three. The other one is Metafy Yielders. We don't know what's happening with that at the moment. There's very little communication coming from them. Hopefully everything will be sorted out as they promised. They said it would take up to 30 days. That was probably about 10 days or so ago. And all we can do is wait and see. So I wouldn't recommend any further investment in that until we know where it's going. But once again, that's you can get involved for $12 instead of hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars. I mean, we pulled enough together to get $10,000 to invest to get the benefit of the highest paid position. We'll have to wait and see how that comes out in the long term. There's another program when I talked about the half that you can get involved in for 40 cents. So that's not really a part of our investors club because anybody can afford to risk 40 cents. And in a couple of years, none of these are get rich overnight, but you can build up substantial wealth. The TRX International program, for example, you start with 40 cents. And in a couple of years, you can have many thousands of dollars just by compounding your income on a daily basis. So the risk is minimal. But with the TRX International, you can get there much faster if you have a larger deposit. And so what we did was we pulled together a group of people, and to make this manageable, I was trying to restrict it to 40, but I think we've got, well, I can tell you how many we've got, just a second. Because I couldn't cut it off and I couldn't leave people out. We have no, this isn't right. That was people that pledged. Just a minute. Here we go. These are people that actually paid. It's not completely accurate because we're waiting for forms from one or two people. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. We've got about 51. So we managed to close it at 51 rather than the 40. But we're waiting for confirmation on a few of those positions, so it might be a bit less than 51. As I say, the reason we just restricted that to 40 was because it's a manual process to pay people out. And I don't have the time to pay out hundreds of people. You know, we could have said, you know, let's make it $12 like all the others. But then we'd have had, you know, 350, 400 people in to get to the level that we got to with restricting it, but increasing the deposit level. But what we've done there is we've got in at a level of 200,000 Tron, which pays 4% per day. So what that means is we started today with most of those people enough to get us to that 200,000 Tron deposit level, and we made a withdrawal today. So the shares in there were for 5,000 Tron. So we take 5,000 Tron and we get 4% every day back. So we're getting 200 Tron back every day. And of course, you're 200, no. For each share, for each 5,000 Tron share, there is 200 Tron a day comes back. So that after 25 days, you've got your money back, and then it's all profit. And then we'll be compounding and building that up till we get to the 5% level and then the 8% level. But once we've got through that initial 25 days, we've got 24 more to go. It means that the people that have deposited have got their money back, and things are good. And we will be building that up, and as long as Tron International keeps paying out, we'll build it up until they've got 500,000 Tron each, which can get them in at that 5% level if they choose to do that. Or they may choose to go with safer investments like Bonanza and funds. And there are a couple of other safe ones that I would like to introduce. But once again, it's a question of my time in running these things. But that's the plan. And once we've got those people paid off, then we could perhaps open it to more people, another 20 or 30 or 40 or something like that, if they want to. But at the moment it's closed because of the logistics of just making sure that everybody gets paid out properly and running the thing. You can have your own account, as I say, for 40 cents and just work your way up, but it takes longer. We can get these people to 500,000 Tron in under 6 months, I think. So the first batch are in. The batch that's not in are the people that pay by debit and credit cards, because it's going to take us about a week to 10 days to get those funds from the credit card companies that process it and into the bank, and then converted from the bank into crypto and then deposited in. So those people won't get in for, I'm hoping we can get them in maybe next Sunday, but I think that's optimistic. But we'll see what we can do. But of course, they're always going to be that number of days behind by the time they get in. The people that got in today that paid in Tron, then those people will probably be 10 days, 2,000 Tron back for each share that they have. So it's just one of those things. There's nothing we can do about that. It's the way that the banks work as opposed to the blockchain. Okay, so that is the update on the Investors Club and what we're doing and what we are. And excuse me. And we've got the holiday weekend finishing today. We've got more traffic coming now for, not just more traffic, but higher quality traffic coming now for the cash cow members. We should see their accounts moving much faster. We've got at least one new cash cow member I need to set up on Monday and get them included as well. So it's a busy time all the time, but we're moving forward. Incidentally, anything that comes out of the third-party programs that we run, we always have our master account. Usually it's in the name of Frami or We Share Abundance, but it's there for for We Share Abundance. It's any income that is derived from those accounts, commissions, earnings, income from any source that comes into those accounts, goes directly into We Share Abundance to benefit the members. We Share Abundance is a non-profit community. We're not here to make money for a corporation, shareholders, owners, or anything like that. Everything that comes in is just for the benefit of the members, and it's shared out amongst the members. And the money that comes in from third-party programs and everything else, anything that once we've paid for the administration costs, that goes into liquidity pools. And as we build those liquidity pools, we will be able to support larger disbursements of our tokens, WISA and WISA Abundance tokens, and sustain them at a viable level for the members, meaning members be able to sell their tokens. At the moment, we restrict the withdrawal of tokens because the members won't be able to sell them, basically. It's there isn't the demand there. But with these liquidity pools, once we get these liquidity pools built, then that automatically will cover the demand and create additional demand. So that's what we're functioning on, and that all our efforts are going into filling those pools up. Right, that pretty much covers what I've got. I think we do give you numbers, but they're not very meaningful at the moment because coin ranking, I don't know what's going on with that, but they're not displaying our figures. We do pull numbers from coin ranking into our back office, but when there's no change or whatever, and nothing displayed on the site, it is something I keep saying I'll have to get a look at, but I probably wouldn't understand. It would mean me getting Deviani, our main developer, to get involved, and then that takes her away from other tasks. And so we'll live with it for a while, and then we'll try and get it sorted out in the near future. But we don't have any information on that. We are still getting information shown in the back office, but it doesn't always bear any resemblance to what's going on. So I can't help you much on that, I'm sorry. Registrations are steady but low. We had another 6 people in the last 24 hours, and we increased our active members by 5. WISA Abundance, no, not WISA Abundance, Multiply WISA, we had 1 new member joined us, but nobody new bought advertising, and we didn't have enough income from the revenue share to talk about being $1 up, but it'll probably be up $1 or maybe $2 tomorrow. The revenue share is still paying out miraculously on We Share and Multiply WISA, as long as you log in each day. Once we get the liquidity pools up, of course, it's going to enhance the WISA token and the WISA Abundance token. It's going to make Multiply WISA much more viable again, and everything in the garden will be rosy, and we're heading for there. We're just digging the trenches to put the compost in at the moment. Okay. Where are we now? Let me have a look. We've seen Bozina from Edinburgh. We've got Jennifer from the Bronx in New York, Andrew from New Zealand, Kingsley from Manchester, UK, Decency Dowett from somewhere, I don't know where, Norman from Doncaster, UK. Bozina's asking a question: what is this new update from TRX all about? Which new update, Bozina? One that I've given you, or something else? The only update I know about is they changed their main Telegram group. Nothing to do. We have our own dedicated Telegram group with our own dedicated support person from TRX International. And that's the best place to be. But I know that the TRX International main Telegram group for everybody got spammed, and there was a lot of stuff in there, and they I'm not sure whether they closed that group or just moved into a new one because of all the all the rubbish that was going on in there. So I don't know whether that's what the update is. I know they did change their Telegram group. Okay. Atumba Adukuni says, when do we start withdrawal? Withdrawals are available right now from your earnings in your available cash wallet. Commissions are paid directly into your available cash wallet, and all you've got to do to earn commissions is give away free coupons. Once you've got a minimum of $10, you can withdraw that. Regarding other withdrawals, other than your earned benefits, then I've been covering that, talking about the liquidity pools. And we've got Akpomade from Nigeria. Paula, how do I know my payment went in? Payment for what, Paula? If you're talking about the TRX International 2K a day plan, that if you paid in Tron, then your payment went in. If you paid with a debit or credit card, it's not gone in because we can't get the Tron for it yet. So are we getting the 200 TRX back into our account daily? Yes and no. It comes back into admin's account, but to make it easier, I probably won't pay out until you've got 1,000 Tron or something like that. So every 5 days or so, you'll get a payment into your Tron account. But it is out of TRX International. We do withdraw it daily from there. And then it's just a case of paying it out to the 40 people. I don't want to be doing that on a daily basis. So we'll wait till it gets to 1,000 Tron. So every 5 days, you'll get 1,000 Tron back. So in 5 payments, you'll have your money back in your account, and then it's all profit. And we'll do the same there again. Once it's up to about 1,000 Tron, we'll pay it out. Anything less than that, it's not worth messing with. Bozina Mackenzie, in the back office. What's in the back office? Is that an answer to something else that's been asked? What is the new update from TRX all about in the back office? In our back office, maybe message. I mean, I sent messages out for several days about the TRX International until we had the required number to get us up to that 200,000 deposit limit. The reason we needed to get to 200,000 is because they pay 4% at that level. To get to the next level, it's 500,000. That's 5% that they pay out on a daily basis. And that's where we're trying to get people to individually. So that's why I mentioned when we've got them to 500,000 Tron, we say, okay, you've got 500,000 Tron now. You can do what you want with it. You can either keep it in TRX International and earn $2,000 a day, or put it in something much safer and earn a lot less a day, but know that it's going to be there for month after month after month after month. With TRX International, we don't know how long they're going to last. Let's be honest, we don't know. We don't know with any program, but with something like TRX International, it's more uncertain. Could be here today, gone tomorrow. We put our faith and trust in the fact that we're going to be around for 25 days and get our money back. After that, if it collapses, well, we've not lost anything other than the opportunity to grow it more. but we will be withdrawing on a daily basis. So the more days it runs, the more happy we are. If it goes for 6 months, our members will have 500,000 Tron instead of 5,000 Tron. A big difference, isn't it? Okay, so that's what that is. Peter Kingston, Minnie sent me a link to the new Telegram group. Is this safe to join? If Minnie sent you something, yes, it's safe. I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't bother much with what goes on in there. If you have anything that needs to be done, just use our dedicated group and contact Minnie directly. She is really, really good. She'll solve all your problems for you. Paul Anderson, TRX Paul. I think I answered your question there. How do I know that my payment went in the tier? I think I answered that, Paul. You know, if you paid in Tron, it's in. I will be getting. In fact, I sent an email out the other day, but I'm not sure that included everybody because at that time we were still missing a few Tron that we needed. But there will be another email going out tomorrow sometime. I don't think I'll get it done today now, with a spreadsheet where you can track what your earnings should be. But I mean, it's pretty basic. For the first 25 days, it's going to be 200 Tron. After that, it's going to drop down because we'll be compounding a portion of your income. So it'll drop down to 100 Tron initially, and then it will start building up little by little, 100 and a bit, 100 and a bit more, 100 and a bit more, you know. And gradually you'll be on over 200 Tron, over 300, over 500 Tron, and it will build up to that 500,000. I paid with Tron but didn't get that email. Okay, it must have been, you must have been one of the later people. I think about the first, I don't know, 30 or so that came in. They got an email saying that we'd got this much and we're just waiting for a bit more. So, okay. Right. So that's it. But everybody that paid with Tron is in, and we have made one withdrawal. So some people have more than one share. The majority of people only have one share, 5,000 Tron. But some people wanted 2 shares and put in 10,000 Tron. We got maybe one. It's definitely one. Might be more that had 3 shares at 15,000 Tron. So of course, the amount you get back is compared to the number of shares. If you put in 1 share, which most people do, it'll be 200 Tron a day. 5 days, you'll get 1,000 Tron back. If you've got 2 shares, you'll have 2,000 Tron back, and if you have 3 shares, you'll have 3,000 Tron back in 5 days. So your risk is diminishing all the time, once, as I say, once we get through that first 25 days, you're risk-free. Then you're home and clear. How much we make beyond that, it's in God's hands. Okay. I've got this thing that keeps going, yeah, but I don't know where it is and how it is, and I don't know what you're supposed to do with it or anything. Anyway, I've hit a little cross thing and it's disappeared. Oh no, it's not. We've got more things. I don't know how they work. I'm not very technical. I don't like social media, but we have to use it. I don't like banks, but we have to use them. I don't like seat belts, crash helmets. There's a lot of things I don't like, but we have to use them either for expediency or for legal reasons. Okay, that pretty much covers everything, I think. So we can call it a day. Let me just check and see if we are getting any comments showing from YouTube or Oh, just a minute, what's this? Nicholas Peters' channel. So that must be coming from either Twitch or YouTube. Nicholas Peters' channel says, so we are at 200,000 Tron. Yeah. Have we got anybody else? To get all mixed up with the Facebook ones here. You can't see who it is that in the app that's sent from Facebook. Oh, we got really happened. Greetings from Morocco. Thank you. That seems to be it. Can't see any more comments that have come in. Oh, we've got one from, who's this? Jazim Shahid Official. What happened with We Share Abundance? Follow the daily updates. We tell you every day what's going on there. Okay. So that is everything. And it's been a very mixed day here today. I hope it's not spoilt people's street parties and things that they were having through the day. But the Jubilee weekend officially ends in the UK today. We're back to normal working week. We are pretty normal in the UK now, actually. More normal than most countries, I think. And I think we're blessed with that. So that's it from me for today. This lovely day has flown away. The time has come to part. Auf Wiedersehen, auf Wiedersehen. We'll meet again tomorrow. Same time, same place. YouTube, Twitch, Facebook group, We Share Abundance publicly. Same time, 7 p.m. British summertime, with the latest updates and news from We Share Abundance. Okay? God bless you all. Keep sharing love and abundance. And just a minute, we've got another from Kid Sam Young channel show. Hello, sir. Namaste. Namaste. I'm a Weezer user. I have a lot of tokens, which we bought at $1. Up to now, token price is only around $1. What should I do from Nepal? Hang on to them, because they will be worth a lot more than that in the not too distant future. I'm not talking about tomorrow. You will you will see some real value in them, but it might, I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't have a crystal ball, but I know it's going to happen. I know that we will build the liquidity pools, and that will help all our tokens increase in value and your ability to sell them. If you were to try and to sell a lot of tokens now, you're not going to get much for them because the demand isn't there. Give the liquidity pools time to build. Help build the liquidity pools. Join the third-party plans. Bring people into We Share Abundance. Use the SOAP program. You can bring people in that are desperate for income, and they can make $10. You give them a coupon, they can go out and give away 5 coupons and make $10 like that. And $10 is a lot of money to some people, okay? So go out there, share love and abundance, help people, do the good natural thing, and be loving and kind to your neighbors, and the liquidity pools will build rapidly. If everybody sits back and does nothing, so I'm waiting till the liquidity pools are built up before I do anything, then you're going to have to wait patiently. Okay? Until then, do your bit, or be patient. Right? Until tomorrow, auf Wiedersehen, auf Wiedersehen.